Yo, Mandem podcast, episode 272.
Yes.
272.
Yeah.
We're back.
Played, man. Survived. Made it through another week.
Yeah.
Spring has sprung and now it's stopped, it seems.
Yeah.
It was kind of bright outside.
It was,
this week.
right.
I saw
Kind of
14
positive.
on my phone.
It was kind of positive, man.
I wore a
Yeah,
short
quite
sleeve
bright.
I wore a little joint to work,
I
man.
thought you said I wore shorts. I was
No,
saying
no,
easy.
no.
Didn't do much.
Easy.
I wore a little summery joint. I was getting hella
To
attention.
the office?
Yeah.
What, jacket? With the jacket?
No, so it's like a it was a shirt. I don't know if you've not seen it.
A short sleeve
I
shirt?
bought it for Ibiza.
Okay,
short. It's like
I
a
went to
Cuban
work in
Cuban
that's
Cuban
only
collar.
one
okay.
day.
That tells me enough.
Yeah, you went to work.
It's out for
Yeah.
drinks in the evening. So I said, let me just switch it up a bit on them, bro.
Okay.
They understand.
They get it.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's good. Yeah, it hit 14, man. So yeah, spring is around the corner. We're nearly through it. I know Rich was still going through Blue Monday
Blue
in February.
Blue Feb.
Any better this week, Rich?
Well, I feel like if you go back through the last 3 weeks, there was an episode we missed because Les was ill.
Yes.
You made it to the last episode, but you
I
were
was
that week.
okay.
I was X this week.
So it's just the natural order.
Yeah. Just mash up, fam. Just like started off like sore throat or
I
like
think
swollen
you
glands.
manifested this, you know.
You think?
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. I needed some time off, to be fair. Like.
The universe was listening.
But yeah, I was rough, fam. I was rough. Went in Monday, Tuesday. Then Tuesday was the last day I worked. I haven't been back since.
Oh wow.
Not even work from
Proper
home.
hit you.
Oh,
I was
swear.
like, I could have worked from home a little, but
But
I
you
was
need
like,
to recover fully.
What, after last week's set?
Allegedly.
so I went in we're in last week's set. Went into work Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday evening I was on something.
Oh,
And then you could hear it from Tuesday
Trying
morning
to
a
get a
little bit.
point across in that.
So yeah, then I just didn't go back to work. So I've been off since then. Feeling a lot better now. But I was just kind of
recuperated, yeah.
Yeah, yesterday though. I thought I was over it. Oh, I had the
remnants.
No, it's not
One
even
last bit.
not illness, sick.
As in thrown up?
The maddest throwing up I've ever had
swear.
in my life.
Yeah.
You know, like how kids
Different
throw
kind
up?
of illness.
Mad.
Still.
Like projectile. I don't know if it was though. I don't think it was actually the illness. I had some food. I had like a kebab thing, homemade thing. It wasn't even
Donna,
like.
not Donna.
Oh no! Don't do that.
Elephant's leg. Elephant's leg in the back.
Yeah, I ain't fucked with Donna because it made me ill back in the day.
Oh,
I
swear.
It's got
Oh,
maggots.
it's got maggots.
All of them got maggots.
Probably
That
like
said it.
2 months ago.
See the white bits? It's
It's
maggots.
elephant's
That's
foot. I've never walked by that, but I'll never unsee that. But I had my food now, but I don't know. I don't think it was the food. I don't think it was the illness because I try and take a lot of vitamins,
Yeah.
but I hadn't for whatever reason got round to it in a day. So I took like maybe about 6 to 8 pills.
OD's a multivitamin.
Like omega 3s, bit D,
Too much oil, fam.
bad things, yeah.
Bare
And
orange in the bottom,
I'm a
yeah.
dickhead. I was, I had it just. You have to have it on. They say have it on a full stomach.
Yeah.
innit?
Yeah.
So my stomach was bare full, and then I've had that, and I've washed it down with like a lemonade or something like that, like fizzy drink. Blood. Within about 3 minutes, I was like, we're watching TV. I'm like, babe.
Did you get the watery mouth?
Yeah.
That's one of the
Wait a
worst.
second.
It's like it's the worst feeling. I was like, no, something's not right. I was like, I feel sick, and then I was like, I'm gonna be sick. Then I'm blowing, like knocked everything out of the way.
Drink it.
Running up the stairs, yeah, but like halfway up the stairs, I'm like, and I had to just
barf.
fam. And then when I got to the toilet, like, and because I've just eaten, fam,
Solid. That things.
it's big like
Nasty.
chicken shish and that just bloom, bloom, bloom. Like the thing was splashing up in my face.
This
It
is why
was
you gotta
fucking
chew with
disgusting.
food.
It was just, it was the worst. Like, and then my girl's come upstairs like she's trying to come into the
You have to
bathroom.
hold your hair up.
Hold your head back.
No. I sleep on you, man. I sleep on my back. On you as well. No one's holding my hair. I sleep on my back.
Real Rasta, yeah.
And then she's come in the room, and then I've gone. And then she's gone. She had to pass out.
Sounds like a scene out of a film.
Like
Like,
Lady Gaga concert.
Fam, it was disgusting, like, and just the amount that come out, and like, like my neck, I felt my neck go.
In that bathroom.
Like my neck went bare big and everything. It was disgusting. It was the worst throw up in my entire life. Like,
But you know your body does that. So like if you've put something in your body that shouldn't be there or doesn't react well, it will tell you like straight away.
That's what it was. That's why that was the only good thing. I was like, my body's on point.
We said after were you like better?
Way better.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
instant,
when I was
instant.
I've thrown up for time.
That's
So,
also
like,
the
I
reason
feel
other
much
people,
better, man.
like, you know, like I was saying with my girl, my sick will trigger her sick.
Yeah.
Because we both ate the same food. Like,
Oh,
up
okay.
here, your body's like, he's fucked. Let's
That must
get
be
this out.
it must be my girl.
Yeah.
But,
I was like, oh shit.
the last time I threw up, I took like a paracetamol or something, and it had expired, and my body told me within about 2 minutes as well.
Yeah.
Like
Get this out.
instantly. Like,
Not good.
Throwing
Was
up
your,
was a young man's
was
game.
your diaphragm like hurting?
Yeah. Everything was moved to. I felt bigger. Like everything expanded.
Yeah.
It was mad.
Yeah, usually if I eat something, my body doesn't agree
It was
when it comes
not
out
good.
the other end. But not,
Yeah,
I don't really like. You'll feel like sickly,
Mm.
but yeah, I've only really ever thrown up from alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the side.
I can't remember you throwing up from alcohol. You know.
Yeah, I don't feel like. I feel like. I feel like he's the one man that I haven't. No, I don't think I've
It's
seen Dan
definitely
actually.
happened.
I don't think Dan's been got.
I'm like cats.
Nah, he
when
must
they
have.
just
That
go
must
and
have
die in peace. I'm that guy.
Hidden, like,
Yeah,
no one's gonna see me die.
Maybe not. You know. Maybe I might not
See
see
me
you
back
throw
on the
up.
main.
But obviously, you don't drink. But,
Functioning again.
I remember one time at the, I say at the top of your parents' road. You know the cabinet, that green cabinet that's like
Opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember where we went, and then we ended up like back there because I think everyone like parked there.
fam, did you say cabinet?
It's
As
like
in,
a-
you know,
the
I don't know what
green-
you're
the
talking
big
about.
green
Yeah. There was
box.
it's got the
Yeah.
What was it for like?
Is it I don't know if
It's
it's
like
I don't know if it's
telephone
internet
and-
or cable
yeah,
and internet. Yeah.
Why did you why? What's wrong?
No,
with
because when I think cabinet, I feel like
It's actually called a
like
cabinet.
there's gonna be
They
drawers in
refer
it.
to it
And
as a
that, is that what it's called?
cabinet.
Okay.
that?
It's like cabinets outside.
So Rich man pinned out for the guys. It's still there.
What's that about?
And yeah, we parked up or whatever, sat in the car for a bit, and I think everyone got out. I was like behind there, it was like
No.
Quick one, the cheeky ones.
Yeah.
And you come back like nothing's happened.
gone. But I feel people always say that I feel X after, like I'm not on any.
Oh, you don't feel better?
Oh, was it?
No.
Like drained.
Because like coming all out, like your throat's like fucked, especially if it's from alcohol. Your throat's like burning.
Yeah.
When you get the bile.
I think generally, I think it's just like it's acidic, isn't it? So either way,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
gonna
like,
be.
nah, man.
It's good that you're back though, Rich.
Yeah, no, I'm happy. I feel like I'm almost.
And you're over your slump as well, yeah.
Yeah, we're looking more positive. The weather played a part in that though. I was like, I'm feeling like shit, but it's.
Any walks?
Did I go on
Did
any
you
walk?
like leave the house or you like bed?
No, I don't.
bedridden?
I should have. Looking back on, I think even yesterday, I was like, at the end of the day, I was like, we should have left the house. But no, I didn't. But no, I wasn't bedridden, but I just slumped and like you know when you fall asleep at like the wrong times.
Yeah.
Then I was up. The night it kicked in, I must have woke up at like 3 a.m. I was like, I've got to go. I just went downstairs, flipped on Zeus, Jocelyn's Cabaret.
Oh, is it?
Just
With
watching
TV?
it all night. Yeah, because it was just like this is not good.
And I'm not waking up.
I'm not waking up. I'm just gonna fell asleep on the sofa.
What was your
Text my manager. I'm not coming
your
in.
water intake like during the time you were sick?
While I was sick, it was probably below par to be fair. When I look back on it, I should have drank more. But I feel like that at the end of every day, like I'm like, should have drank more.
Same here, to be honest.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah, should have
for your whole life.
should have drank more today. So, but yeah, no, we're back, man. We're good.
Glad you're back, man.
What do you man say?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Good.
It was, in the words of Mac, just another quick week.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, nothing really to report on that side. Super Bowl, I was off on Monday.
That's what I was just gonna ask
That
you
was a
about.
beautiful thing.
You lot both did
Day
Mondays
off.
off, innit?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't.
I've not.
But you.
I
You
think
still
I've
have the
done
whole
it.
thing, Liz?
Yeah, I think I did it once.
Madman.
But then because it's working from home, it's like I don't want
It's-
to waste annual leave like for that.
Mm.
And then yeah, you start work, or I didn't start till like 10, or I had a first meeting at 10. And it's just kind of you just don't.
It's
do
not
nothing
too
for the
bad,
whole
yeah.
day,
I think I got yard at like 20 to 5. But I watched it out.
Yeah, no,
But
good
it was
thing you took the day off.
Basically
Yeah.
done by 3. Late
Yes,
2
yeah. Late
and that's
2,
not
yeah.
the worst if you're working from home.
No.
So you're doing like, call it 2:30,
It's
3
doable.
o'clock to
Yeah.
get ready for 10 o'clock.
You definitely feel tired the next day, but
Yeah.
it's just a bit like,
I was-
I couldn't do it. So I have like a like a cognitive cloud. Like honestly, like if I'm up past like 1:30,
What time do you go
the
bed?
next day,
Usually?
like don't ask me no questions.
Is
Yeah.
What time do you go bed?
Oh,
Like,
grumpy.
I go to bed about 12:30. So it's that,
just like just a half hour.
it's that hour window between 12:30 and 1:30.
What time do you wake up?
Baby, wake windows.
So I wake up at 8:50. Start work at 9.
Oh, you wake up late,
Huh?
fam.
Yeah.
You
So
start working or you start?
I start working.
You know what
at
I've been
9.
through by 9 o'clock. Like, I've
Fam.
been
Like
through
I
so
get
much,
up,
like.
I brush my
Man
teeth,
said
I wash my
8:50.
face, I go downstairs, get a bowl of porridge or whatever.
In 10 minutes.
Then I might sit on my desk. Yeah.
Nah, man.
And that's
See, when people do that, like my missus like that, like her alarm will go off, like up. Like
Yeah,
ready
yeah.
to go.
I think you're like me. I think
Bro,
it's,
I will like say I need to get up at like let's say 7 or whatever. Like,
Just
I'll
start
set an
work
alarm for like 5:30, so I can wake up
Yeah, snoozing.
load.
and then like get out of bed
Yeah.
at some point. Because doing all of that quick, like fam, you gotta lean over and
head rush.
smack your head.
That's what I'm on. I take long to load, man.
No,
Sometimes
same.
I'll wake up at like 6:30, go gym. If I do a good cardio session, it'll wake me up.
Yeah.
But I can go gym on my way to work. Might not be awake. Like,
Yeah.
like it's be lunchtime. I'll be like, yeah, we're up now. Like,
They say that
takes
if
me
you
very long.
snooze, it makes it worse. Apparently.
I'm not a snoozer
It's
though.
not good for your nervous system, I bet.
Yeah.
No,
Your
snoozing
body's
is not
getting
good, man.
zapped, like.
Just get out.
Yeah, like, it's like low-key torturing it to
Yeah.
yourself. Like, ah!
That's man with the
Start
loud
drifting.
alarms though. My alarm's not loud.
He said nice and peaceful.
It's
Peaceful
very,
drive.
it's very low and only I will hear it.
Alright, I went when I went Budapest last year. We shared like it was probably the worst experience in terms of like accommodation. I stayed in a hostel, innit?
Okay.
And
You,
I said,
yeah?
Hey,
so-
that's-
so they take it as a hostel, man.
He's done, you know.
as a black man, I don't know black youths that stay in hostels. Innit?
I've done it
But,
once by force.
Obviously, the people I was parring with, they aren't
On
the
that.
same as me, innit? But I said, fuck it, it's for like 2 nights, whatever. And speaking of like alarms and that, one guy, he forgot to turn his alarm off, yeah? But the alarms come on, and we're like, what is that? Can you hear that? It's like harps and shit, yeah. He had like an Ed Sheeran song as his alarm.
Yeah.
And I was like, blood, like, what? That's like,
Never let
that's
his
very weird. Like,
never let that down.
some Ed Sheeran like ballad, and we were like,
That's what you wake up to.
Disgusting. yeah, that was weird. But yeah,
I guess
that
in
was-
some ways it kind of makes sense. Like rather than being awoken by like an erratic sound, surely it makes more sense to have like something soothing. Maybe not Ed Sheeran.
Fam,
but-
Ed Sheeran was just serenading the man.
Have you not ever woken up to personal alarms, not just like the default thing?
The only person alarm I've ever woken up to is John Legend when we were in Ibiza every morning.
Oh,
Ibiza
all of
Rocks.
me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Every morning, bro.
Not by chance.
Aye, and it was horrible.
I used
I think
to.
maybe back in the day.
I used to wake up when I was at uni. I remember the first year. I used to wake up to Bob Marley waiting in bed like every morning. Like
Wow. How did that make you feel?
Big
I don't know, man. It's random though. Like when I used to be. This is like before iPhone time, so
Oh, yeah,
just
my
fling
only
on
like,
whatever you wanted.
song alarm I used to wake up to was, funnily enough, Rihanna. Yeah, I said it.
That's the song.
Yeah. Off the album that everyone loves, which isn't good.
Yeah, Dan actually hates the album, but I used
Crap
to wake up
album,
to it.
like, yeah, that song.
Maybe that's why you hate it, Dan.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
But that
traumatic.
wasn't the only one. It's a booky song to choose as well. But yeah, that's the only alarm that I ever had. And yeah, it's not Ed Sheeran, so it's not bad. Speaking of Rihanna, she did the halftime show.
Yeah,
Have we all seen it?
yeah.
Heard about it?
Nah, man.
Yeah,
I've heard it. It's amazing. No, I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, no, I watched it. I didn't watch the Super Bowl, but I woke up and I watched
That's
the
the
half.
Oh, you woke up to watch
the
it?
main event.
No, I didn't watch up to it.
Oh.
no. When I woke up,
Okay,
I watched
right.
Rihanna's thing.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on it?
Cold. I told Dan and Les that Riri has what it takes, and she'll do a good job
I stand
for the
with it.
masses.
Yeah.
And I feel like she delivered.
There was hit after hit after hit. And in terms of a performance, I know she's probably in that second trimester and all that, so she can't be too much too active with it. But yeah, as a performance, meh.
Nah, do you know what I thought was cold about it? It was that I felt like quite early I clocked. Belly's a bit big. Face
Oh
a
no,
bit
I
chunky.
could, but I didn't want to be the guy to say it.
Yeah, no, as a man, you can't
shouldn't mention these things, man.
Yeah, she might just put on weight, innit? You
Yeah, and she's just had a kid, so I'm thinking
Yeah,
maybe she's
yeah,
still
yeah.
on the way back
Oh,
down.
baby,
Finding
yeah,
out.
yeah.
That's what I
going
thought.
back up.
You know, I felt like I clocked quite early, and then I clocked from the moves she was doing that. Yeah, she must be pregnant.
Yeah,
And then there's one where
Because
she
she's
kinda
doing like
cuts
the little truncated moves, and everyone else is doing the 40. And I was like, yeah, this is kind of cold. I rated
It looked like she was learning that.
like she was doing.
choreography.
Yeah, it's almost like
on the job, like,
you know, like a reference track.
Yeah.
You're not really saying words. She's just the
So
vibe,
what
just
we
the
doing?
energy.
The guy
And then
left.
they're doing the full moves, and I was like, yeah. But I liked how it was done. I thought it was a proper good.
I thought it was
Okay,
cold.
sure.
Hits on hits on hits on hits on hits, and then people get a bit carried away. They start saying she'll move to Beyonce. in the
Yeah, I saw
verses.
it in the group. I just
Yeah,
I
you
opened
can
it and
scroll.
closed it, man.
You gotta
Yeah.
scroll, man. Yeah, online people.
Yeah, I
are
saw
saying-
that. I said that.
I
I said I'm not even gonna. I never really get involved. I
Wait.
said I'm not even gonna read it.
It's
I was like,
It's
whatever,
closer
man.
than you think.
I was like, whatever.
It's
Man.
not.
It's
In
close.
terms of
I
performance,
was
are you
like,
crazy?
man.
What if Rihanna's
Allow it.
not pregnant? She's at full health.
Yeah, I mean, when has Rihanna ever given you a huge performance to ever make you think that she could stand next to
Like
Beyonce?
she's never ever
Like,
in
what?
any of
Are you
those
mad?
conversations,
On the
like
replay?
ever,
No.
On the replay, man.
like ever.
Nah,
Come on.
it's not.
Now all of a sudden she's back and she's doing the Super Bowl. Everyone's like, oh my god. Like,
Bro,
No one said
never.
this.
I
Hits though. Hits.
Yeah.
Of
She's
course.
she's got
Hits.
hits.
Hits were mad. I was expecting because she was really getting into it. I saw that Jay-Z was there in the building.
I was expecting
thinking,
to.
is she gonna do it?
What, bring who?
No, I knew he wouldn't come out.
Voldemort.
Voldemort was
We
supposed to be
are-
there as well.
I thought
Oh,
Voldemort
yeah.
was gonna come out.
Yeah,
Oh, he was there.
supposedly Voldemort was there.
I was I said if she brings him
I
out,
thought
this
he.
is the best moment. Like, it's gonna be mad. If Jay-Z and Kanye
Yeah.
came out there and then,
Fuck up the bag.
I thought
Yeah,
I thought he would have come out, not him, not the other one.
Not Jay-Z.
Because he's not gonna do it.
why are we saying his name?
Yeah, I don't know.
That one.
Voldemort is
Not that
Yeah,
one. Not that
yeah.
one.
Voldemort is Kanye. For people that don't know.
I thought Ye was gonna come out.
He actually.
I think
spazzes
because
on that.
Jay's got too much.
Political
He's the reason why
connects.
these men are here anyway.
Mm.
Almost.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna, I guess, maybe take it away from her and perform.
Yeah.
Although Ye is Ye, I think him being a feature on it would have been like mental. And she also said that she might come with a special guest, which she's talking about
Yeah,
baby.
yeah, she hinted at it.
Hey.
But yeah,
What do you think in terms of? I know Black J talks about like gender reveals, and he started that for the UK.
That guy.
In terms of like a pregnancy reveal, do you think it's cold?
I think Black J's been beat yet again.
Rihanna's done him.
It's not a bad one. It's
It
like
worked.
I prefer it to probably be that way. Then I don't really like the press releasey kind of stuff. I mean, even like Beyonce, I feel like Beyonce sucked if I'm being honest.
Beyonce's done that though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had that all like this big old photo shoot and all of this.
She did it at a performance as well.
That
Oh,
was
at
the
performance.
first time.
Oh no, I don't remember that. I remember her like
Yeah,
press
yeah,
release.
the thing she's going
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't. I
So,
must have
yeah,
missed that.
Rihanna's weren't much of a reveal because as soon as you saw her on stage or whatever, you could tell she was pregnant.
But even when it got to the end, I still weren't sure.
No, it was still. It wasn't. She worked full term, innit? Like it wasn't. It's like
she hasn't said like she's hinted, but then I was at the end. I was still like, I think she's pregnant.
Yeah.
Like, but then I think her press officer come out.
Yeah, soon after and said,
I
yeah.
had to confirm.
I just think it's your story to tell. I think own it and say tell the story how you want to tell it as opposed to allowing the mirror to say, oh, it seems that from
She's looking full in the face and all that stuff.
Yeah, because she did an Apple Music show with Nadeska, obviously a couple of days or day
After.
before.
Or before.
And she looked a little bit still bigger. And thinking back after or during the Super Bowl, what she wore was quite like loose, so you wouldn't really tell. But then now, it kind of made sense after that.
Didn't not that this matters much. Wasn't there a period after Rihanna had the first baby that there was like some press about ASAP cheating on her or something?
Yes.
Yes.
Or was that even?
It wasn't true.
It might have been.
Oh, was it not
prior,
true?
Was it prior to the pregnancy?
No, I thought it was after.
I feel like it was after.
Because it was with like one of Rihanna's
friend?
Fenty assistants or like one of the top people.
Yeah.
Do you see the product placement in the?
Yeah, I was respecting it.
ASAP survived the allegations.
I thought, because obviously I don't follow the story or their couple like So
Are we saying that's not one of your power couples?
I don't care about none of these couples.
You don't have a power couple?
I don't follow any couples. Like
he's not waking up at
not
8:50.
Like
he's
give
not
Check up on the news and that.
No.
You don't have a power
Man said-
couple
man
that
said
you
there's
rate?
no-
Bro, there's no couple, bro.
That you
my
rate?
mum and my dad, bro. How about that?
Cold.
You saying that's all you know?
That's
the
all
one
I-
you
that's
love?
all I
I
know.
said, no, is there a power couple
Yeah,
that
you
I
man
rate?
must have them, man.
No way. I would be.
That I rate?
You're
I'll be
like,
shocked.
this is cold, man. They're cold.
Nah, not really.
Nah,
No,
not
man.
UK,
There used
not-
to be
not
US. Will and Jada, but that's a fucking
Oh,
sham.
yeah.
So-
That was never
Yeah.
never one of mine.
Keep that
So-
one.
so who
if
else?
I ever had
You
one.
said Michelle and Obama, like.
See that one.
That's it's too political. Like, it's just,
Uh,
like, who's yours or who would yours be?
Power couple.
power.
Do you know I rate
Blueface, innit?
but then I think it's but then I think it's more. So I think in the power couples, I probably rate one of either person,
yeah,
not both.
Uh,
But I think two of the, and she's not really. I don't really know much about her. I just when I see her, she seems like a cool woman. Is Savannah LeBron's wife?
Yes.
Okay.
Like they seem quite like
Yes.
I rate, but then obviously because of LeBron, it's
It's not a power couple, is it?
no. But yeah,
It's a
right.
couple you rate, which is fair.
Yeah,
So
a
I
power
know-
couple.
I know a lot of people were into Lauren London and Nipsey, and they like threw up
Yeah.
their pictures.
I like
quite
that, but
often.
again, it's Nipsey that's making that for me.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Who's yours, Dan? You sound like you've got a few, to be fair.
There were a few, man. I am.
No, that's too tapped.
big fan. Well, there's the
Too
obvious ones.
tapped.
There's the obvious one.
What, Jay and
There's
Beyonce?
James.
Oh,
That's just.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
I'm not
just
a fan. I've
amazing.
never been a fan of that
It's
one.
like, it's
That one
cool,
is-
it's cool, but it's like...
I've never
That
been
one
a fan
is
of
just
that
like amazing. Like wow. I've got space for there's one that I'm keeping an eye on potential. Like
Okay.
if it was like a stock or a share or
Yeah,
crypto,
value should
go up.
watch this one, buy it while stocks are low. But it's volatile.
Okay.
It's Damson and Laurie Harvey.
Oh, that's cracking.
See that one there?
Let that one go,
The
man.
potential is crazy.
Bad
No,
stock,
no,
man.
Crazy,
That's-
but
that's bad
he
stock.
keeps smiling too much, and everyone keeps saying,
He's happy to be
"Was it
here."
act like you've been here before."
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
saying
yeah,
he looks like he's never been around.
We've seen it before,
He's happy-
man.
he's happy to be
bad
here.
I can't remember. I saw something on Insta, and this isn't advice for anyone, but they say that the man should be chasing their ambition, and the woman should be chasing love. So like in this story, Damson he needs to stop smiling and focus on his stuff, whilst Laurie chases
I hear
his.
that.
Snowfall's done now. Snowfall's done.
Boy,
Yes,
So he needs to
season 6 or whatever. I think
Get
it
back
is.
on the ambition train.
but that
Too much
first
smiling.
power couple, Jay-Z and Beyonce, like I can appreciate that because they're both at the highest heights of their yeah. But
Yeah,
there isn't really any like that I can think of any other couple that are like you two like as individuals you're both
Both.
cold
yeah.
and
Yeah,
together
their
you're-
thing's
you're
very,
better, like.
very different.
I rate. There's a UK one. You lot probably don't know him because you're not like. You're not like. You're not in
That
that.
is super tapped.
There's a YouTuber called Shalina. Shalina Lim.
Lena. Okay.
She's like cold, does like into trainers, travel, and her man's called Patrick Uptown P. They got engaged the other day, yeah, and I watched the YouTube vlog. And my
Yeah.
chest,
Dan's
I
soft,
nearly
man.
stood up and said,
Dan's gone soft on us, man.
salute.
Send the
That's
link,
mad,
man. We'll watch it.
You man ain't got no power couples. Fair play, man.
Nah.
Miguel had one as well, but
Is that done?
Who was his girl?
Yeah.
His wife?
I liked her. I thought she was...
buff
Yeah.
model,
Yeah, she was nice.
No
Man.
one knows her name.
No,
I follow the
Power couple
it's like
is this, but you
Nazim.
never know her name.
It's like not Arabic, Middle Eastern kind of
She's done
sound.
though. She's had enough of Miguel
I swear.
and his ways.
What did he cheat?
Oh, like it happened before, and like they got back.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Yikes.
Was it leopard? Leopard never changes, Sportsman. And so what was it? ASAP and thing, not power couple one.
I rate
You know
them.
what?
I rate them too.
You know what? I don't know how we've just skirted over.
No, I was thinking about it, but then I don't know if you count them as a power.
No, I think they're cold. Actually.
She's like the modern day. It's like the modern Oprah and Stedman, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But so again, not judging them, but can you? And this goes to Jay-Z and Beyonce as well. Can you be in a power couple if you've cheated on your missus and it's been publicly known? So there's there's
Of course.
drama in your house.
I think you can. I think it's a notch on your record though.
Yeah,
Like if we're doing the Power
The
Couple
awards.
Olympics
Yeah,
or the
yeah, yeah.
awards, that's going to be noted.
I think that's shit. I don't think you should. Because
we're
saying because we're saying a power couple is a couple that you should try aspire to.
So you should aspire to unfaithfulness.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
They're a power couple. They're not.
No, that's what I said. It's a notch.
Everyone would say.
It's like I think there's something too. So like you're saying, like Jay-Z and Beyonce, there's something to overcoming relationship adversity or turmoil and sticking it through. I think that's something quite nice.
He
about
did
that.
a test at Castle Moore and then he came back.
But on the record, shows, isn't it?
The humps
there was lumps and bumps,
man.
No, it's good, man.
So,
it's good.
it's
I'm
a techie
happy
one.
for ASAP.
I am. Have you not seen the photo? She did a shoot for I think it's Vogue
Oh,
London, but she's
yes,
on
on the beach.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's cold.
And he's behind.
jump over to the YouTube. Yeah, so you've got you look and see it if you can't see it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You got Rihanna leading, trailing hand. She is holding ASAP, and ASAP is holding the baby. He's also kissing the son. But like she's the lead.
It's good.
Of course she is. She's
Interesting.
a billionaire.
He's looking like a house husband.
Yeah, some people are saying it's like he's the
Stedman, as you said.
glorified house husband. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, man.
I
He'll
don't.
probably still somehow end up on the wireless head wireless on the Saturday.
What?
I'm sure he's still doing his too.
Yeah, people saying he was proper like dressed like a dad.
Dad, at the Super Bowl,
And that's cool, man. And for him, I think that's perfect. Having a billionaire missus.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I can think of worse things, bro.
Do you think there's something too I feel like I've had this conversation with a couple of friends and family and women. Like women, the more money they earn, it doesn't actually change much for them. In terms of mates, let's say a man typically you're a millionaire. The idea at least is regardless how no one even cares how you look. The world is your oyster. Like you can choose. As a woman, right? You're a billionaire.
As a billionaire woman, it's just like whatever.
Doesn't actually make a difference. And there was a saying I actually heard on, I think it's a lyric from Little Brothers Fonte. And I used to agree with this strongly. I don't know if I do anymore, but I thought I'd ask you guys. And the bar is a woman's life is love, and a man's love is life.
Oh yes, good.
Lyrical.
Very, very.
How do you feel about that? Because the reason that comes to mind is because I look at that image and I'm like, there's a little role reversal going on here.
Oh, what she
looks like she's chasing life. And he's chasing love.
I don't think so, because she's just gonna disappear again. Like the album, no one's getting the album that everyone was waiting for.
Album's coming
She's
now.
gonna have this more Fenty
Second
clothing.
kid, they've had. This is a second kid.
Yeah, it's time, man. Rihanna's gonna just disappear on us again, man.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna go. Yeah, she's gonna do the love thing. I think.
I also don't know enough about their relationship, so I don't know what ASAP is on.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't necessarily say that he's chasing love.
He goes wireless. That's it.
Yeah, he might be. He could be in the studio. Like, who knows?
Ain't Hood by Air his thing?
I'm not even sure.
I ain't got. I'm not even sure.
Oh, maybe he was just rocking it.
Everyone's moved past that as well.
Yeah.
Pyrex and all that. Yeah, I think people have moved past it. But yeah, I think she's just gonna fade to black. She doesn't really do all this stuff. Like she does what she wants, and yeah, they might just disappear into the. What's she on? Barbados,
Bridgetown.
Sunset. Yeah.
Yeah, I think to the lyric, a woman's life is love and a man's love is life. I think it's an individual thing. I think the generic thought is that women are, let's say, more emotional and all of that, so they chase or look for the love, whereas men go-getters, hunters, all of these words, so they just chase like improving life, standard of living, all of those things. But I think you can easily have it the other way around, like you're saying with Rihanna and Rocky. But then I think sometimes there's I think the lyric is maybe a slight misconception in thinking that that's just the standard rule, because it's not a one-size-fits-all.
Yeah, it's a generalization.
Yeah. The two can obviously coexist. Like,
yeah.
And I think this image of Rihanna and ASAP is almost. I think it might even mark looking back when we're in the future as like a bit of a checkpoint. In like, I feel like a lot more women are chasing careers and that now. I feel like there's a lot more women doing their travel blogs or whatever it may be.
Let's push this women being the main earners. Let's have stay-at-home dads.
Yeah.
Let's not shame it.
But do you think we can do this though? Because my only concern is that he gets techie.
Oh, so
In which sense?
I think, and this is not really my thoughts that much. I've been looking or listening to like a lot of podcasts around this kind of stuff, and I think with the advent of like Tinders and Bumbles and Muzzy or whatever you're on,
Muzmatch.
Was it?
Muzmatch.
Is that what it's called? Why did I think it's called Muzzy? That sounds mad racist. But,
kind of like Young Spirits podcast.
with the advent of those things, I feel like the dating landscape is changing. I feel like there are more women in the workplace that are more career driven,
earning well.
And I feel like I'd be lying if I said that a lot of women still, regardless of how much they're earning, they're still going to look for the past in that sense. A man that's still going to be a provider, and that often comes financially. So I feel like
there you go, miss. You're earning these big bucks.
That must be a house husband, isn't
You're
it?
earning these big bucks. Keep waking up at 6, get on that train. Pay those fees in London.
And when you come
stay in
home,
the office,
dinner's
and
cooked,
then,
the yard will be clean.
You can't have both earning this money and then you want me to still. What's all the money for? He's just earning that bread. I'm gonna sweep these stairs. Pick these kids up from school. I'm gonna see you at 6:30. Like, I'm here for this, man. ASAP for president, prime minister.
I think it's gonna be interesting.
Would you man ever be house husbands? Or is it ego?
Absolutely.
Ego
no,
in front?
No. So for me, I've always tried to like be in a space where I can use my skills. So being a house husband probably wouldn't work for me in the long run because I feel like all of the things that I've acquired over like X amount of years of study just go to waste. But the idea is like it's probably heavenly. Like I'd love to be at home and spend time with my children and like I love food, cook food and watch good TV and like that's fine with me, bro. I'll play music all day. Like I'm good.
It's not the worst. I think I could do it.
Play this neo soul, man.
But with that said, I don't want to sound like I'm downplaying all of the hard work that the house do. Because I'm sure it's more complicated.
Reel it in.
Yeah, I'm sure it's more complicated than playing music and enjoying yourself at home.
But no, I hear you. I feel like I could do it. Even from this week, just being at home, I'm like, I just can't. It's very hard for me to be in the yard and not do things. Regardless of what I should be doing. So I'm like, do you know what? I've done a few bits in the yard regardless. I'm like, it's kind of nice to like take care of the home. Like,
bake something, man. This apron on, man.
Yeah. I think
house husband.
And I assume some women might have it, some women don't. I assume it will be the same thing. At some point, you feel like like those four walls of this building is just your life. There's not much. So probably to what you're saying about the skills and things you've acquired over the years, it's right. What can I do? It's great that I'm happy to be at home and look after the kids and do this and do that. But then it's like, all right, like I had a life before. Not to say you don't have one now. It's slightly different. But what can I do?
Too busy. We're too worried about achieving and looking good for other people. As long as that house is tidy, 3 square meals. Lights are on, we're good. Clothing's put away. That's the only thing that matters. Out here trying to get promotions and shit. Who cares, man? I'm all for the house husband thing. So if my missus keeps pushing on, where
and that's
so far.
You could be just because you're a house husband doesn't mean like that's your only role. You could be like a great facilitator. And so you're giving your partner everything she needs to be great because you know that she is so capable.
Like behind every great man is a great woman.
Come on, bro.
Every great woman is a house husband.
Flipped on its head.
I'm all for it, man. Shout out to all the power couples, man, and the local power couples, the regional couples, continental, shout
European.
European,
intercontinental.
I'd love to know who people's power couples are. What else was there this week?
We had, I saw it actually popped up on my Sky Sports app, as does everything. It tries to ruin when I ain't seen results. It tries to tell me, and it's very nice.
Spoiler alert.
But some news surrounding Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods was, I guess, caught, if you like, playing a prank in the Genesis international with a fellow golfer,
And he's just
Justin
come back
Thomas.
and he's mashing it up as well.
Yeah, he's the man.
He can't catch a break, man.
He's the man.
Everyone's just always on him.
But do you know what he did?
Because he does stupid things.
Yeah, he handed
No, this is Tiger.
he handed him.
That voice, no.
I'm gonna need you to do something.
Whoa.
He handed Justin Thomas a tampon, insinuating
that he hits like a girl is what people were saying. So yeah, you go around in pairs, and whoever drives the furthest, which is like the initial shot, that's seen as like a macho thing. And Tiger, obviously being the goal, outdrove him, and as such, he handed him a tampon after said shot. And
on the course?
Yeah, on the course. Yeah.
Oh.
I was kind of handed it off to him.
There's one of
in my head I was thinking, how does anyone find out about this? But yeah.
Yeah, so they got caught on the course, and then Justin laughed or whatever, and then dropped it on the course.
Oh fucking hell.
So then now, yeah, there's been like a big uproar. Some people are saying that it's like, I guess, outrageous sexism and loads of comments and people going crazy. He's come out and apologised with the classic, like, if I offended you, I'm sorry. Which probably means he doesn't really care.
Yeah.
But do we think there's anything wrong with this? Is it like typical locker room bants? Or is this stuff should be just kicked out of the game, sports altogether?
I think it is typical locker room banter.
Jock type stuff.
Yeah, it's not. It's the actual act is not surprising. I feel like this has probably been a tradition for time. What is surprising that he thought I could run this in 2023.
Yeah,
you've got to know
people
better.
And cameras.
You have to know better than that.
Yeah.
And it's just poor. It just goes to show me that, like, often with great sportsmen and stuff like that, you're laser focused on a few speciality things, but you ain't got a fucking clue about what's going on in the world. So it tells me something about him.
For me,
15-year-old daughter as well. Context: he has a 15-year-old daughter.
For me,
What an idiot, man. Probably where you got it from.
Imagine leaving the house like you packed all your clubs. I think I got my wallet.
Go run back inside.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot something. For me, I just think it's weird. Like, I think doing it on a course is very odd. But then I think the whole, and like you said, it's probably a thing that's been happening for years, which doesn't make it okay. But yeah, I just kind of think, like, things like that, like, I'm cool with a joke and banter and sort of taking the mickey out of certain people or whatever, as long as it's jokingly to some extent. But I think certain jokes, like, to me, that's not even funny. Like, if you did that to me, I'll be like, that's weird. That.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like grown men, you've got a 15-year-old, you've got a daughter. I just feel like, why are you doing that? Like, and if you didn't know any better then, with everything that's happened in recent years, I'd like to think you'd think, yeah, this isn't gonna go down well, and maybe I shouldn't do this. But yeah, I think it's a bit weird. I don't really get why he did it.
It was blown out of proportion, and it's.
I do.
People are just moaning as usual.
I think there's obviously like quite a few layers to it. In that, he's obviously saying that you hit like a girl, so you hit you're
inferior.
You're
Some
inferior,
of the people saying no. This shows that Tiger Woods believes women are inferior.
Exactly. So there's some offence to be taken there to say that women aren't as strong or can't do as well.
But is that typically factual?
But exactly, the other part of that is
actually,
for the most part, men are generally stronger than women because of our physiological structure and all of that.
Yeah.
So what he's saying isn't, but also they're friends. It's jokes amongst friends. But as sort of Les was saying, and as Rich was saying, you need to be smarter in 2023. Like, there are some things that I might say to you in confidence or around the Mandem, but I'm not going to say it in front of my colleagues. I'm not going to say it on the internet. I'm not going to say it in front of cameras. And that was the mistake.
On your team's call at work.
Exactly. That was the mistake there. But I don't think that it's like a huge issue. I just think that
sponsors shouldn't be dropping in.
They shouldn't. They definitely should.
No. I don't think it's that much of a big deal. I just think, like,
it's bad taste, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit like
it's just
Tiger,
poor
what
taste,
are you
man.
doing that? Or like whoever like. If this is a thing in the golfing world, like, what are you, like, grown men doing?
There's a part of me that can see why it happened, though. It's like, I feel like the golf course is a safe space for men, for typically. Loads of business, informal business, whatever kind of businesses will do it on the course. Like, it is a man's escape for the most part. So he thinks it's a safe space. But again, you're Tiger Woods, bro.
You don't have many safe spaces.
You gotta know better.
Especially not at a competition.
Like, listen, if tomorrow you were...
We're not golfing private.
You know, the Loose Women was on the TV, and one of the ladies said, oh, you know, did you see that clip of Mike Tyson yesterday? Oh, he hits like a woman. Everyone would ignore it. Like, no one would even consider anything.
I don't know. Loose Women is primetime TV.
Still,
there'll be.
I doubt there would be.
Maybe less.
There might be 2 tweets like from, you know.
No, I think you're right.
Maybe
bro,
less.
From Sam Smith.
But this gesture is exactly the same thing. But because it came from a man, and like it's a bigger issue than it needs to be.
You're right. That
there is a double standard, I think, with things like this.
It's not an issue if it comes from a woman,
bro.
But it's the same way. It's not an issue for black man versus nigga, is it?
Yeah. I guess.
But Fonte said this before. He's got 2 mentions, probably the most mentions he's ever had on any podcast. He said it's okay for me to call my son an idiot. No one else can call my son an idiot.
Yeah.
So that's how he broke down the use of the word, the N word. So, because I know YouTube are cutting back on swearing and stuff like that, you know.
Oh, really? Are they?
Yeah.
What, as in the N word when they say swearing?
No, swearing.
So in general.
In general, they'll kind of, decrease and your promotion and stuff like that. Yeah.
Will Smith CEO.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Well,
keep it clean. Keep it clean.
I'm gonna have to change my language on the podcast.
Yeah, I
sort it out, kid.
Yeah, I just think things like that are quite odd, and I think in this day and age, I feel like your joke palette
should be better now, isn't it?
Yeah, like it should change. Like, I'm not saying change your sense of humor, because there are still certain things I laugh at, and I'm like, when people say something, I'm like, you can't say that, but it's funny. But then at the same time, like Sharif was saying, I wouldn't say it, or that person wouldn't say it in front of loads of other people or wherever, because it's a joke between 2 people who know each other well enough to know that there's no malice or any ill intent behind it. But I think as Tiger Woods, I think on the golf course, I think that's very...
It's just teeny, isn't it? It's a bit teeny. It's
Yeah,
like very
it's
teenage humour as well.
It's like, what are you doing?
God, you're supposed to be a big man, like best at this game in the world.
Tad juvenile.
It's bare juvenile.
But then, some say men never grow up.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There was also, Dan, you put in the group a tweet from Love a Girl. Love her, space girl. And she said there's a conversation brewing on TikTok on the erasure of teen girlhood, which I've never actually heard that term before.
The what?
Teen girlhood.
Okay.
She went on to say they don't see themselves in mainstream. They don't see themselves in mainstream anything. They jump from being a kid to a baby adult. They have, what's this VV, by the way? When you see VV, two small VVs, they have VV little very VV
very maybe.
Context.
Says they have VV little representation.
Yeah, very little.
I'd imagine.
Maybe it's They have very very little representation. They don't market anything specifically for them like they did for us. Another Twitter user named Big Mama said, I couldn't agree with this more. That's why it's been okay for younger girls to date older men lately. Marketing has been attacking teenage girlhood for years. Lover Girl responded, yes, boys are allowed to be boys, but girls are being grouped in with us late 20/early 30 girls and create a huge manufactured maturity group between the two, which leads to many girls seeking mature men who are actually just manipulative pervs.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Discuss.
We're talking to you. When I saw that tweet, I saw like another version of it, maybe last week, and I was like, that is like something that I never thought of, because like when we were growing up, you had kind of teen pop, so you had your S Club 7s, you had your Britney Spearses, Christina Aguilera's, 3LW, even Destiny's Child to some like like
teenage celebrities.
That was kind of,
and even
like,
TV as well. Like
you had the
Hannah Montana's,
Hannah Montana, Sister. But now you've got that kind of leap from kid to your Cardi B next door. It's Megan Thee Stallion.
No, actually, mad. I'm trying to think.
That's a very interesting point.
Medium, and I can't really think. Or maybe algorithms or whatnot doesn't come to me, but yeah, you kind of see like little kids. Then it's this baby
small woman.
Yeah,
baby woman. It's quite mad. I don't know if it is on purpose. Do you think it's on purpose or?
I think it's difficult for us to say. I think
it is on purpose.
I think the content that's probably out there wouldn't cross our paths. So we probably don't know, whether there are new TV programs that are directed at teenage girls, whether there are products. Like, it's just not within our world.
I think there definitely is a space that we're just not interacting with.
Of course.
Yeah.
For sure. But I feel like, as a person that only occupies a few spaces, I'm still aware of other spaces.
Yeah.
Like in child space, I'm aware of Hey Dougie, Peppa Pig, and these things that I shouldn't really know about, but just because they've become so big.
Yeah.
So you'd think that there would be something in that space, and there probably is, but it clearly isn't as big as some of these other things
once were. Yeah.
I think, as I said from before, I think it's probably intentional. I do feel like
That's mad.
we're trying to make adults out of, and I don't think it just applies to women, if I'm being honest. But I think it's probably more obvious in teen girls, and I think it's ultimately driven by consumption.
Yeah, 100%.
If we treat you like an adult, you can buy things.
You're gonna be trying to get that bag.
It's about being it. That's what they want.
That handbag.
Yeah, like
More that makeup, that high-end makeup.
Yeah, you want the grown-up shit. So like, I see, sometimes I'll be on the train and I see, I'm gonna say teenage. I don't know how old they are, but they're between 14 and 20, let's say, and they're putting on mad contour, stuff like that. And I think this person's making an important point. I think we all, and I don't think it's just women. I think we can get to men after, but there's a rushing to be adult.
Don't rush.
Be an adult.
Yeah. Don't rush, because once these bills,
it's dead.
Once these bills,
it's actually dead,
like they don't leave.
It's dead, man. It's so dead.
Once they know you're old enough to start paying for shit,
The man want to rush to pay taxes and that.
Don't do
yeah,
that.
it's a trap. That is again, maybe because I'm not in the female version of this space, but it's like I'm sitting here thinking, like, you're right, you're a child, then it's like, right, you got to be Cardi B or Megan, or you got to be this, or you got to be that, or
there's no like adolescent stage really.
It's
like you go from, and I'm gonna see it actually with my nephew. Is he 12 already? He'll be 12, 13 this year.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm starting to see it already. It's like you're kind of on kind of big man stuff or stuff that I kind of like look at.
And I don't know, maybe, and again, it's probably aligned to, I guess, who I am, so into football and done things on YouTube. But like, there's kind of the chunks, Beta Squad, Beatty, like all these kind of things where that's kind of okay for like teen boys.
I think
they're not like buying cars and whatnot. They're like, they're still like a little bit silly. But I just want to know what the female equivalent is.
I remember there being I don't know if she's probably still a YouTuber. I don't know how big she is anymore, but can you remember Zoella?
Yeah,
she was like the Brit.
Early out the gate,
early out the gate. Had her own makeup line, all of that.
Similar age to us, I believe.
Yeah.
She's probably, around that age.
Yeah, maybe she is closer to us.
So yeah, I'd love to know what the equivalent is. But yeah, even like, in music, girl groups.
I always felt it was like, what's her name? Like Ariana Grande and them go. Like, it was always weird to me that she was like a sex symbol. I mean, like, she's a slender, she's a petite woman anyway.
She definitely plays on looking childish. Yeah,
but she's an adult, isn't it? Which is that whole thing has always been very strange to me. Very strange.
Things like that are intentional.
Yeah, that's
that's definitely intentional.
That stuff's weird.
But I agree.
Yeah.
Like, being on. Okay,
bring back Clarissa, man. Bring back
Alex Mack and Sabrina
Mack.
and just it's definitely needed. It's a massive gap in the market.
And like, even with like, I'm not to say they do this, but I think there's still a connection. Like, even with like Chunks and like all of them, man.
Yeah.
So, it still feels like there's a connection to that adult, well, because they're adults themselves.
Yes.
So it still feels like there's that adult. So nothing against Chunks specifically, but his name is mentioned. So let's say him, or any of them, and they're doing their thing on YouTube. It's like jokes. It's like all of this.
Keys, and I think he's flasky.
It's just man having a good time. Then let's say they go on like on a podcast or something.
Yes.
Where man are talking some racy chat, saying this and that. Then it's like, what are these man doing? So then that kid will go check that. And be like, oh, this is what these man are on. So it feels like I get that, but I feel like there's still a slight link to that adult.
I agree. But I'd say I feel like there's more, and this is from seeing young teenager turn adult around me. Bro, a man was 18, living in my yard, telling me he needs to make more pee. It's like, brother, just get a job, like.
You need to play out more.
Like a man actually told me.
Bro. Yeah.
He told me like he was gonna break up with his girl, or like he was chatting to this girl, and he was like, do you know what? Like, I'll be honest, I don't have enough to provide. Provide. You're 18, bro. Just and I say that to say like,
I've heard
I
younger
think
people.
that's a thing. And I feel like we had less of it. I still feel like it was a thing. If a man had a whip early or whatever, he had more access to X, Y, and Z.
It wasn't like that.
But it wasn't like, I never thought like,
be a house
provide what?
Be a house husband.
That's an option.
What?
But like, what's your first job?
Primark.
Sainsbury's.
Woolworths. We're fucking old. One does no longer exist. What's that? Like, I was excited like to get in this job at Woolworths.
Bro,
it wasn't peace, bro. I must have made like maybe $3 bills a month.
I worked Saturday. I really did Saturdays when I first started. I did Saturdays and Sundays.
Same 4 hours, 4-hour shifts. Do you know how
Saturday, Sundays.
to show up for 4 hours and then to go yard like semi-satisfied. Do you know how mad that is? Shit.
But that's being a child.
Exactly, but I feel like these youths don't have that, or they have too much pride because of the visions they're seeing.
And I guess a prime point which supports is one of the Mandem. He's got like a niece or whatever, and I think she might turn like 17, 18.
I think I know what you're talking about,
And she was telling him about restaurants that us man can't even afford to go to.
What?
And I was like, I ain't been there. Like loads of us haven't been to these places. But yeah, I don't know, maybe it's the internet and being able to see these things.
Being able to see too much too
100%.
soon.
It should be TGIs for you like at a push.
Wait, but first date, I think I went, it was a
20 quid max.
Like
Pizza
TGIs,
Hut buffet.
Pizza Hut buffet, Nando's.
And I'm trying to get the most out of
Stay
£20.
in your lane,
just
man.
keep it easy, man.
Yeah.
Because what will happen is you'll shoot high, you'll aim high. One, you cannot maintain it.
No.
And one, it's going to stop, two rather, it's going to stop you from ever getting to that level.
Yeah.
And it's, I agree with that. I think people are growing up too fast. Way too fast.
And I think a lot of today's content that is consumable is like bad for like younger generations.
Rotten, isn't it?
Shiny toys.
Like I was talking to my girl, we was watching Love Island, and we like get into it.
Have you been watching this season? Or was it just dropping in kind of? I ain't really been in it.
Watching this Love Island, and we get into it, but we're adults, so we watch it, have a conversation, and then just fucking drop it. But we were saying like younger people watching this, and like some of the things people do will be like, oh, like that's okay.
Yeah.
To do like, but in like or as adults now, be like, if you do that to me, like, this isn't.
Where everything's done.
This isn't running.
Yeah.
But in terms of everything else, it's like they see these things and it's like, right, I gotta have this Moncler. Like I see kids with not Moncler. What's the jacket? Canada Goose.
Why would you want that jacket? Like,
how?
Like
that's what I think. I think how?
Why would you want this?
It's not even gonna fit you in 2 years.
It's just like you don't need like Canada Goose is like for Arctic conditions. Like,
we don't really experience.
Don't get that cold, and you're not outside long enough.
And everyone's got the same jacket as well. Like we've all got the same badge on it. Yeah, mad.
Getting on the underground, you're Canada Goose, like what?
You're cooked. The meat's falling off the bones.
Tell it from the inside out.
Like stew.
Yeah. So
But yeah, they're everywhere. Moncler's everywhere. these things aren't cheap, man.
Not certain things leaking.
I think the youths are gonna have a rude awakening, and that's like if they kind of make it, because you're gonna feel like shit.
There will be an awakening in it where it's like, what is this worth? What is this all about?
Do you think? I don't know if they will, man.
One of my guys at work, he was big into fashion. He used to show me his Insta page when he was younger. Givenchy,
how old is he?
Rottweiler. He's 24. You know the Rottweiler?
Yeah, I know
right. All of that, stars on the belt and like all this stuff. And the other day he said to me, he's like, bro, it's a waste. I'm off of it. It's a waste.
Good for him, man. He's graduated.
Yeah, so well done,
it's a little bit like trainers with me. I think I'd always be into it, but there was a period of time where it's like you
consume it.
Was like waking up early for drops and raffle here, raffle there, making sure like got phone, laptop, all of this. Now it's like, bro, I don't really like care, because when you acquire some of these things, you think like you get nothing out of it.
How many wears do you get out?
Like fam, like I'll get a pair of trainers now, and first it's like open it out of the box, like relace them, whatever, put them on, try them on. Now I think the last pair I bought, they were in the box for like a week, like in the package, original packaging for like a week.
So you could send them back.
Could send them. I've seen how the next week goes.
Yeah. Might go back.
If there's any big chunks, then I thought, these got to go back. Then I just took them out the box, wore them the other day. I was like,
don't you feel like that about a lot of things? Because I felt like that with
most of that with every single thing.
Like you get it, or do you know what the worst is? When you get it and you're kind of like selling it, you're telling yourself like this is live, like, but you're like low-key, you're like it's not that live, it's not that live. I don't feel that different. I got to that stage with a lot of tech stuff. I'm like, just feels even I told you I had the iPhone 10 for time. Got the 14 now.
Cool.
It's alright.
It's fleeting.
Like the things that I like, the thing I rate most about it, of all the things, battery lasts like all day.
So
come on,
basic things.
Like,
It's
just like
the bills, the bells and the whistles. It's just like, all these things are fleeting, man.
I hope that, and that's what I say. I mentioned that to say, like, I hope that people still get there. They're starting earlier, but I hope you can still get there, and just like get to a point where it's like this shit doesn't matter.
Bring back childhood.
Bring back boyhood and girlhood.
Yeah. Teenagedom.
Yeah, it's and I think it's definitely not gonna be. Excuse me, it's not gonna be how it was for us, because I think that time and world is gone. Like playing outside, everyone always says like be outside, be out. Like,
Can you? Is you allowed to like play outside?
I don't even want to be outside.
I'm encouraged.
But is there gonna be anyone to play with?
You're just knocking on doors and they're looking on their ring doorbell.
They're gonna catch you.
Get out of here, man. Get out of here.
Little hands outside again.
Yeah, you run that way. Like. Like playing. I think be outside in an environment that's safe and makes sense. I think parks are a little bit weird now. Maybe they were always weird. Yeah.
Like everyone makes it seem like there's this new.
Like no, parks are fucking.
Or like I don't know. Bare like paedophiles have been spawned and all these kidnappers, they're burying them. Like they've always been around. Like these threats were always there. Not everyone's out to get you. Like most people probably aren't out to get you.
No,
just go play out, man.
But then I think it's, and maybe you think differently. It's for me anyway. It's like how like when your parents say like go out and play, but don't go too far, or come back at a certain time.
Yeah.
As a child, you're just like, whatever, man, I'm going out to play. I'm going to go home at some point. But then, as an adult now, when you think of your niece, your nephew, or even your own kids going out to play, it's like, go play somewhere I can see you.
Okay.
Or don't go too far. Yeah. So you now get what your parents were saying back then. So now it's not so much, the paedophiles haven't spawned from somewhere in the last couple of years. There's always been around. Weird people have always been around doing weird things, and they continue to do that. But I think now you're more aware of these things happening, and people get creative in the way they do these weird things. So it's almost that you just want to keep someone safe.
And that's what our parents wanted to do as
well.
Right,
exactly. I
just feel like that is literally life. Life is, part of it is not being in control.
Oh yeah, you have to accept
like loads of things out of your hands, like not fate. People are unlucky, unfortunate, like you cannot...
Acceptance is a big part.
You just can't police every single thing. Or you can, and then you produce I don't know what you produce. But yeah, part
Anxious
of it is
you.
letting go, man. Yeah.
Anxious you.
And it's out your hands, man.
But yeah, no, I totally agree.
Yeah, bring back youthfulness. And yeah, let's stop having these young girls thinking that they're city girls.
That's the thing, like that's
not cute, man. Get there.
That is
you
not
can get there
cute.
in time. But yeah, whilst you're 16 and that, you shouldn't be a city girl. Can you even know how to get to the city?
Uber, Dad. Uber.
Any more, James?
Yeah, we'll touch on this. It was thrown in the group. A man who's found the fountain of youth.
Yeah.
Pharrell Williams.
Do you know what he said his secret elixir is to looking so youthful?
What was it? Water.
Exfoliates every day.
Every day. Cool.
That's how he said he stays young. Guess what I did when I heard that?
It's funny at 2 in the afternoon.
I had to get it off me, man. Yeah,
it definitely helps. I've started taking like my face regime, skincare regime, seriously.
Imagine a face mask.
And you notice the difference. You definitely know, and especially if you the products that work, they're not cheap. The products that work aren't cheap.
I get vexed when stuff runs out. Like,
yeah,
chewing that.
The products that work aren't cheap, so you have to spend the money. But I think the reward you get from it
over time
is worth to be. It's definitely worth to be. But yeah, I'm not surprised he says exfoliant every day. It's just, but his life he's got time in it.
Someone's probably doing it for him.
Yeah.
So, the man's got a face washer. But yeah, he's been welcomed as the new men's creative director of Louis Vuitton. It will be revealed next June during Men's Fashion Week in Paris.
It's a good look, man.
Good appointment?
I think after Virgil passed away, I was like, who could actually fill this void? Like, would it be someone from the actual fashion industry? Because they all like bounce around, like Ricardo Chisky, and he's been everywhere, and all these other names. But then I thought, would they go for someone younger, cooler, more ethnic? And I was thinking, who is the standout person? I crossed my mind, like Skepta possibly, but I thought maybe it's a bit too soon.
Bit too soon, I would say.
And I like the likes of ASAP as well, but I'm thinking still probably a bit too soon. Not enough, I guess, water under the bridge or mileage. And then I totally didn't think of Pharrell.
Yeah,
when they announced
it never came to my head.
I said, that works, man.
It's not a surprise, oddly, but it's not the person I would have necessarily thought of. I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, I may be wrong. I feel like Pharrell was doing collabs with brands. Felt like he was one of the first from
fashion brands.
Collabs with fashion brands. Yeah, I remember he had the Addy color line back in. That might have been the noughties. With Adidas and the superstars, and you could change the colors on them and all that kind of stuff. He is unquestionably super creative. I don't know how I feel about some of his drip. I think some of it's a bit too out there for me. But I think it makes sense.
I think him and like Nigo, they're like dressing like old school like choo-choo train kind of constructors or drivers.
Last time said choo-choo train.
The puffy pants.
Locomotive, like a puffy pant or like a brown jacket, and then you'll have like a random bandana and maybe a flat cap.
Yeah,
it's that kind of vibe. Like it could be just digging coal and dashing it into the but I like that new baggy pants kind of swag. Even if it's probably like not for me.
I was thinking that the other day. I was like, I was like, everyone's on this baggy pants.
When
nah.
When cool. Do we met? Yeah, even last week when we were out. I was seeing some guys who we know, and I was thinking, are those flares?
You have to tell me who. Tell me who.
Are those flared?
Yeah, I was like, look, but the thing is, for some people it looks alright. I've seen some versions of it, and I was
respecting it.
I was like, you're just wearing that because everybody else is wearing it.
Yeah.
And I was
haven't put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah, I was like, that's not really your vibe. But it's cool.
Yeah, all the best.
Yeah, I think the loosest I'll go is probably like a slim.
Straight.
Not straight. You can do straight now.
Straight.
Straight.
A little gavel.
Gabba is bare money.
No gavel.
Yeah, it's happening. But yeah, big up for Raw, man. It's cold.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking like, who are some of the, just a couple of names who you think are like the most fashionable in music, rap, and I guess the wider entertainment industry. You had the classics. People always talk about Cameron, Pink.
It's a no for me.
No, it's a no.
I think iconic.
One
People always
outfit.
talk about Harlem being the home fashion. And then you got the likes of Fabulous, who in I guess his older years or more recently has probably more misses than hits.
A lot of misses, a lot of L's
with his outfits. So yeah, I was just thinking, who are you lot's not fashion icons, but some people whose fashion you respect?
I like Skepta's.
Leather vests and all that.
Like,
but sometimes man push it, man.
So the thing with this, a lot of it is, for me with fashion anyway, is that I can respect an outfit.
Even I wouldn't wear it, but
I would never wear it, and I'm not gonna be like, yeah, that's cold. But I know what you're doing,
I see what you're trying.
and I like it, and it looks good on you. So he's worn a lot of things that I thought, like you actually like you're pulling that off.
And I guess there are some fits, even like the Fashion Week fits, where they're not things that you'd wear to your
it's catwalk.
No.
It's couture, like
yeah.
So yeah, some of the leather vest stuff is like bit heavy, but not for me. But no, Skepta I'd say is definitely
he's up there for me. Who else? ASAP. ASAP has some decent fits, but again, he's a lot of. I think most people in anyone I mention will be. I see what you're doing and I get the fit.
Yeah.
But it's not. I'm not wearing that.
Me. Yeah.
That's not me.
Ghana, if we're allowed to mention him, yes, man.
I feel like he's gone a bit too far in some of his.
There was some horrible,
some really bad ones.
Where he wears like shorts and the boots.
Boots, yeah, I've seen that.
Nasty fits, very disgusting.
Nuts.
Actually like horrendous. In the football world, I think I like Memphis Depay.
I feel like Depay's done alright.
Memphis is okay, man.
He has like a style that's more relatable to us. So we could, you could pick something off of an entire outfit, if you will, from him and replicate it. I feel I was gonna say footballers. Not all of them. Because I've seen some.
Not all of them.
No, I've seen some mad things.
The likes of, I guess, the top of the music game, rap, Drake. Do we think he's ever been like a style icon? Because I feel like that's one thing he probably gets wrong more so than anything.
90% of the time.
It's like
when you talk about the night golf glove.
Canadian rude boy.
I think sometimes he has like pieces that work, but they're universal pieces. I think we might have said this on a podcast or a separate conversation, but like bomber jackets.
Okay.
I think bomber jackets anyone can wear them, and you look decent in a bomber jacket. So he'll put one on and it's like, alright, cool, I like that jacket, but then everything else is like a no.
It's just he's doing the big gather trousers as well, and it's not good, man. It's not for me. Voldemort, or AKA Kanye.
He has to kind of be the man.
Is he again one of those see it, understand it, but it's not for me guys, or some of those
see it,
those
understand
boots,
it,
man,
appreciate
the
it.
Balenciaga boot.
But it's not for me. No, most of it, no.
A scary time.
I feel like it's hard for me to find a fashion icon in rap because rap's so braggadocious.
Okay.
It's a bit loud, isn't it?
Yeah, my thing's more like European. Like, do you know who I don't even really know what he wears, but from his personality, I feel like I would maybe fit more in with.
Okay.
From the UK, I was gonna say Loyal Kana. but I don't know what his drip's like.
Okay.
But I feel like it's just like it's
like
calm.
Bristol. It might be like vintage football shirts and
Yeah, like, I will fuck
a
with a bit of that.
Reebok workout.
He might have a workout. He
Yeah,
seems like he might
yeah.
have a workout in it. Or who just came to mind from the US? I was thinking Gambino, Donald Glover. I was thinking, but I don't really know. I feel like he wears more suits and shit.
70s, like a.
I know he's got the little
He
moustache.
might bring the tash out and have like a
High-waisted,
big collared shirt and high-waisted pants. His thing could be scary still. Fashion. I feel like Pharrell is probably there or thereabouts as the leader of the pack.
Do you think?
He may be.
Like across a consistent.
Yeah, because he's been around long enough, and he's been.
I'll say more hits than misses.
Influential long enough.
Yeah. The whole bape thing.
The bape thing. I quite like fucked with the skater thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like him and Thing actually made everyone wear Vans.
Dumbed it down a bit. He kind of took it away from being about
skaters.
having to wear £1 million and whatnot.
But at the same time,
NERD times.
Yeah. When he had the tash, he had that
Topless
same
on
thing
a
tash.
BMX.
He said that Gambino tash.
Dangerous.
Yeah, like I think Pharrell's pretty certy.
Football world, Karim Benzema.
Yeah.
Benny's again.
I think it's a little bit.
The do-rag and that.
No, the do-rag that needs to stop. But it's a bit heavy on the LV kind of type of thing.
Yeah.
It's a bit loud at times.
Yeah.
But I think Benzema is definitely up there in terms
No,
of
he should. Yeah.
And I think his lifestyle as well carries a lot of it as well.
For sure.
I
I feel like a lot of footballers are just too dripped out as well.
Yeah.
They're just trying to do too much.
Bleeding in it. Future.
What is Future's drip?
I think it's quite neat, you know.
It's as
very
far as
subtle.
Americans
It's
go.
quite neat.
very
Yeah,
subtle.
It's quite
might
good,
see
you
him in
know.
like
Yeah.
a Celine tracksuit or something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Hermes blanket over him.
Future's actually not bad.
Yeah.
Future's not bad. That's a great shout.
Yeah, Future Hendrix is definitely up there, man.
I think the Migos go too far.
Too much.
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
I think they were a bit like, I'm not sure about that.
it was loud.
Yeah,
Loud, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, maybe rap because previously, as younger growing up, you'd have like Dipset were quite big, man. I remember myself wearing fits that would mirror
Drowning.
Yeah, drown 38 waist academics jeans, and you kind of looked at it. I don't know now if there are any like style icons, man.
They ain't very good, I don't
Style-wise?
think.
No.
Not for me anyway. That was so specific in it, but
And
I feel
think,
like it's just all too much.
yeah, I think a lot of like the Rock Nation branch, for example.
Oh god. Sycophant.
I think
Everyone climbing poles.
Daniel Kaluuya had a mad outfit on. It wasn't even a mad outfit because it was just a suit, but the suit had no fit, so it was just a suit on him. It weren't like, but this is the point I'm making, is that people are wearing things maybe because it's a name brand or it looks slightly different or like, do you look good in what you're wearing?
There was a few Met Galas,
Because
a few pieces,
he's
man.
gonna look back at that this specific picture I'm thinking of. He's gonna look back at it and think, I messed that one.
Do you know who just came to mind? I feel like Thing's pretty safe with his drip. I feel like he's always in an overshirt. Michael B. Jordan, I feel like his thing's actually quite neat.
His thing's quite neat.
It's quite neat.
Yeah. I'd agree there. I'd probably say more hits than misses. No, you're right. Yeah, Michael B. Jordan, he gets.
I feel like Damson's thing's not too bad.
Damson's not too bad. I feel like there's been a change.
Oh, of course.
A few more.
It's the women in your life.
A few more experimental pieces. But no, on the whole, quite neat, man. I see him with some Prada pieces, and I'm like, yeah, you're doing your thing, kid.
What do you make of Joshua?
AJ, do you know what?
He's just always in gym wear.
For me,
He's in gym wear or like boss?
it's a no. I'm not a big fan of the boss. What would you call it? Resurgence. They're trying to push this new
I think Future's got a
they're
boss
doing
with deal
like,
as well.
boss, him,
endorsement with them, yeah.
that kid that's always like,
Caddy.
yeah. And AJ, and there's like the tracksuit. They're like the formal kind of tracksuits. But I just don't think it hits, man. When you got the big boss just slapped on the side.
Yeah, it's too in your face.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't put age up there as a stuff icon or in like a top 10 best dressed list.
No, I wouldn't.
Which is a
I
shame.
definitely wasn't.
Shame. He has all of the credentials to do it.
Should be easy, innit?
Yeah. Which is a shame.
But yeah, I think some people just don't have the eye for it. Because sometimes I think like you'd be on the train or wherever you might go out, and I think
just judge it, man. Why did you come out with that?
I'm women as well. Don't get me wrong. And I think what made you want to put that together? Like you think you look good, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. But then I'm just like, I would never, like you could like do certain things to what your outfit that would make it better. But
we're not Gok one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we need a young Koi Aidan.
Let us know, listeners. Your style icons are, and yeah, I'll be keeping a close eye on what Pharrell I guess brings to such a good fashion house, because Virgil basically changed everything.
Yeah.
As we know it, even like the Louis Vuitton fashion shows, they're basically like a homage to like black culture. So it'll be interesting to see how Pharrell picks up the baton and where he takes it, man. We shall see.
Someone who's got weird one, I'm just thinking about this, spoke to my head again, is kind of sometimes Pusha T. He's trying some things and I'm a bit like, do you see the shorts thing that he was wearing?
No. He's getting on a bit to be
I was like,
you do what you want.
I was like, you gotta stop, because I don't. This particular fit wasn't it.
Big miss.
Like that.
Nah, no. It's like the Tom Brown.
Oh no!
Like what are you?
Where you like? What are you?
Is he a pilot or something?
Is he a child like going to school?
Private school.
Nah, man.
I'm not fucking with it.
No.
Some stylists be fucking with artists as well, man. Like, how you put me in this, man?
It's about like
You're
who's
taking
telling you.
piss.
You're just taking people's advice, and they're fucking you up. Yeah, which is not good to see, man.
Do you know? Sorry. Do you know who's actually? These names are popping in my head now. Do you know whose swag is kind of getting better, and I keep seeing it? I'm like, this is not bad for him. Joe Budden.
Oh, is it?
Joe, some.
He was disastrous.
Horrible.
Hats on
Disgusting.
Horrible. I think there's actually like pages dedicated to like Joe Budden.
The worst. Like, literally the worst.
But his fits now, I'm like,
still like hobo chic. Like they always get.
But it's working for him though.
It's better than definitely better where it was. They say you're not cool because you spend $500 on a hat.
Yeah, he's wearing.
So I said hats. He likes a hat.
Yeah. And he keeps wearing like sandals and slip-ons.
He's trying to do the boohoo thing.
Clogs and
bohemian shit.
Yeah. Hobo chic. But no, he's definitely come along because he was in a bad place before. Bad place, man. But yeah, we'll look out for June. Hopefully, we'll be in Paris for Pharrell's inauguration.
What are you not saying? Brilliant.
Yes, please.
You have anything? I've got one. Mine will be a good reality TV show that is available on Netflix at the moment. It is The Physical 100. It's best way to describe it in quite quickly. It is if Squid Games was a TV show, you have people competing. The most fit should win the show. Then nobody dies. People do get injured though. It's quite physical, but it's about they get like the 100 fittest people say in Korea to all compete. Some of them are ex-military, some are MMA fighters, some are wrestlers, some do judo, some do CrossFit, some men are just influencers, but everyone's wham kind of thing. And you see who's got the best physique for like the best overall thing, and the winner will win 300 million won, I think it is. But it's a good show. It's entertaining.
Is it structured? Is it just about the events, or is it structured like Ultimate Fighter and all that stuff?
Well, like where you get to
like
see them
a
outside.
bit of reality and.
No, there's not much of that. It's around the event. But it's good. Sometimes you have men going up against women and they have to wrestle. Like
okay, so 100 men and women.
50-50, I think.
Oh, 50-50.
No, I think it's actually probably more men.
Bare people just running like.
Yeah, it's more men. But it's a good show. Like it's like I don't feel like you can have that show in the UK because it's actually kind of physical. Like, two MMA fighters got to get going there, and they're just like,
there's not physical people over here.
Man, like,
They said we're too fat over here.
no, I think there's too much bureaucracy, too much white tape, too much injuries and this. There's one dude that gets a mad elbow, like he gets elbowed in the face and he's shook up by it. I was like, that would never happen here. That would be sued to their ass. But Physical 100 on Netflix. It's a show that will also make you want to get in fucking shape.
Like that.
Physical 100, decent.
Nice. My bringing this week is what one should I bring? Right, I'm gonna bring this tune. My bringing is a tune by Kumbaya, and that's Kumbaya, and the tune is called Hold On.
This
Go on, Dan.
my bringing this week is from two artists that I rate highly. One being Larry June and the other being a producer, The Alchemist. And they have a new single called 60 Days.
I was playing that actually.
I ain't heard that, but I'm gonna take that in. I rate Larry June. I just love that West Coast shit. That's it then, yeah, boys. No more.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
Sheree, thank you for coming. Supplementing the pod.
Yeah, that's episode 272, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the Mandem podcast.
Keep it locked.